Gonna give it a sec. Give it a sec. Alrighty. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 13th Mute Podcast, The Briefing Room. This is episode 32, back in the trenches. I'm Captain Takeda Hideyoshi, the company commander of the 13th, call sign Lotus Actual.
I am Ensign White of EMC, call sign Mercy Actual.
I am First Sergeant Yogi, the Senior Enlisted Advisor.
I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ace, Admin Enlisted Advisor.
And I'm Private Grayson from Demon 3-1.
Alrighty. So we got a small, quick one for today. Obviously, nothing to go off of. We answered most of the surveys from last 2 weeks ago. But now we also have another new member on the podcast tonight, which is Private Grayson. Grayson, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. Didn't know I was going to be doing this tonight, but it's all well.
Hell yeah. We just fucking spontaneous.
We warned you last week. Or not last week, but
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you're cooked, buddy.
What? Didn't hear any of that.
We sent out a ping in 13th chat. So when we, at the end of each of these podcasts, we roll the crayon wheel, right? It has every single member's name on it, including retired people. Your name came up, and we ping both of those members. We have a initial and then a backup. And your backup is on LOA right now, which was Peepers. So,
No, it was Vesperi.
to be fair, was it Vesperi?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because Peepers on LOA, so we re-rolled.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we sent out those pings. I will say it was 2 weeks ago, and a lot of shit goes through 13th chat.
Yeah. We need to put that in the announcements channel.
I do suppose that would be perfect.
Or
Either
copy
there
that. You
or
couldn't
just
be the guy that gets picked.
What?
DM never.
no, that'll get even more lost. It's either in announcements or we put it in like
Make a new channel just for podcast announcements.
yeah. But we
Oh
should
my
really
god.
not- yeah,
It's
but
not.
make more channels.
Most
yeah.
unused channel in the entire unit.
Yeah, right. It just gets pinged once every 2 weeks. Fuck. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess I'll just open it up to you, Grayson. Do you have any questions to start off? Like for us, for the unit, for how we do things, why we do it, why does this work this way?
The only question I do have, because I see you do promotions a little different from other units, why do you not do a time and grade progressive system or a point promotion system rather than a, recommendation for all ranks?
So
I like this question.
no, yeah, this is a good question. So from the very beginning of the unit, all units for the most part ideally start with like a few people, right? Or maybe even just one dude. And there's not really a way to give like time and grade to people for a unit just starting out. Now, obviously, this is ancient, like 4 years ago, and the system worked back then when it needed to. I would still argue the system works as it is nowadays. The reason why, though, truthfully, we don't have a time and grade system now would be more so of the fact of we're just not big enough. I personally don't think, like, if we were actively hitting, like, capped people, like 100 guys per op, you know what? Maybe it would be time for an actual time and grade point system to go into place, right? Because there's so many people, there'd be so many things to check off, and we would need a way to kind of stifle the growth. But as it currently sits across the unit, there's so many gateways that you already have to go through. So, like, you come into the unit, your first 2 weeks you're on probation. Once you're off probation, you're good. And then after that, you go through, SOI. And after you complete your SOI, you basically have to attend 6 weeks. And it is on your initial leadership, team leaders and squad leaders, to essentially review your first 6 weeks in the unit after probation. And if they deem you worthy, they'll push up your promotion request. And then you get promoted essentially by your fellow infantryman in your squad element, right? And then once that's done, you then have the option of either going straight into your leadership courses, and there's a whole pipeline dedicated for leadership from PFC to corporal. And that pipeline so far has worked out in the unit's favor, I would say, since its birth. And because it's worked since then, it's just kind of one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there hasn't really been a need to put a timeline stop. And especially in scenarios where, like, you get a squad leader or a team leader, a few too many people retire, or some drama happens and they get kicked out, and then now if we have a time system put into place, we're then forced to, all right, well, hey, this guy can't promote because he doesn't meet the 3 months needed to be in this specific billet or position, and so now we have to wait. And instead of putting ourselves in those kind of situations, we just don't have that implemented yet. But I imagine once the unit does grow larger, and I can see it being implemented once we hit Arma 4, because I'm sure that'll explode a lot of units that push over to there as early as they can. In a long-winded way, that's kind of why we don't have a time and grade and like point system.
I have a follow-up for Grayson, if you're done, Cap.
Yeah, go for it.
Grayson, in your mind, should a time and grade / point system be for any and all ranks, or up to a certain point?
I mean, up to a certain point, like Lance Corporal, because again, you need to make sure that your NCOs, actually know what the fuck they're doing. So, like, having them take courses or that leadership pipeline makes sense. I'm just asking the question of time and grade because it's not written anywhere as to what to expect, like your progression timeline starting out from the beginning of the unit or not. It just says in the rules and regulations, like, oh yeah, you'll get promoted in accordance with blah blah blah, and you can't move past corporal if you don't do your courses. That's literally all you guys put out publicly.
Yeah,
we have the flow charts. They have a very detailed breakdown of achieving ranks in the 13th from E1 to CO, basically.
Oh, I did not see that in the Google Drive anywhere.
So a rule of thumb for E1 to E2 is roughly 6 weeks, as long as you have like positive attendance and you're a good member. That's the typical. E2 to E3 is purely based on merit and activity. If you show up, bare minimum, twice a month, and you kind of just are just okay at what you do, you'll probably stick as E2 for a while, opposed to the guys who have amazing attendance. They're always around, they're always giving back to the unit, and they're putting a lot of time in and just interacting in general. They'll get pushed to E3 a lot faster because they're much more valued members. And not to say E2s aren't, but it helps to show up and be involved in the unit, with trainings and extracurricular stuff and anything of the like, right? But yeah, I was hoping that you wouldn't. I was making sure that you weren't trying to advocate for a time and grade or a point system, like to go to E3 to E4 or anywhere above that, because I've seen what that does to units. Team leads and squad leads that get put there because they've been long enough. It's the silliest thing in the world, because you get you get, for lack of better words, you get the most incompetent dipshits you can possibly imagine in those spots, and it kills your unit.
I've been in a couple units like that, and I've also been to other units that use the time and grade system that recently moved over to Reforger, which is gonna like segue into my next question. Like, are we gonna be like testing anything on Reforger in preparation for Arma 4? Because it's gonna be using a lot of the same mod tools, or what's going on there?
Wish someone from S3 was here. So there's a lot of belief behind, as far as what they have posted themselves, like Bohemia, that Arma Reforger is the testbed for Arma 4, right? And I'm sure there's some truth to that. I don't know how one-to-one that's really going to be. And just with how gaming companies and corporations have been these last few years, it's kind of more of a, we just decided, hey, we're going to wait until Arma 4 actually launches, and then we're like when it launches, we're going to have like teams of dedicated guys, probably mostly from S3, go over, set up the systems, see what's out there, see how things operate, and kind of go from there. If it is a super like seamless, like, hey, we can immediately get a server up, we can immediately transition like selected mods that already exist from Reforger that are Marine Corps based, and then we can add in our little 13th spin after our S3 shop has like brought all of our patches or uniforms over, or however in which way they need to go about doing that. I'm sure the systems will be way easier than Armor 3 right now, obviously.
Yeah.
There's just going to be basically an insert team for guys dedicated to researching Arma 4, what works, what doesn't work, and how the unit will transition. And it essentially will give our guys time, right, to get your money up, get ready. The unit finances will obviously be there for long-standing members. If hey, life sucks, I can't afford the game right now, and then we can come in and help them out from S8, right? Or whatever outside of that. But that's kind of the overall broad general plan. Can't really plan anything outside of that. Like, don't be wrong, I've been on Reforger every now and then. It looks great. It sounds amazing. There's still a little bit of that Arma-ness to it with some of the bugs, but I think the initial testing on Reforger might not really be as necessary if we just wait for Arma 4 to come out in its stead anyway. And even in that case, it could just be like, hey, hop on Reforger, check it out, and then come back and see what's going on. But that's essentially what the game plan is going in Arma 4.
I have a little bit of knowledge that Soccer passed along, if you want me to kind of say it here.
Yeah, go for it.
He's hoping that, or he said he heard kind of through the grapevine that he hopes that Blender objects will be able to be imported into Reforger. Now, I'm not sure that that's super positive or not, but he said that's kind of some things he's hearing. And if that's true, we could have fucking anything we really want, right? I mean, for those who don't know, Blender's a, not simplistic, but it's a extremely useful 3D modeling tool, way better than the current modding tools for Arma 3. So pretty much, if you could think about it, and you're good enough with 3D modeling in Blender, we could have whatever we want as far as gear, helmets, uniforms, vests, boots, anything. Even guns, right? I mean, shoot, we could just as long as we get good models, or I guess good 3D artists, we could have really whatever we wanted if Blender is directly importable.
And not only that, but we also have to think about the medical side, because the medical team will have to completely retrain on a whole new system if we don't have.
Yeah, what goes into what?
That goes for the whole unit though. Every inch of the unit will have to retrain on everything, because I mean, aircraft are going to be different, medical's going to be different, CQB and mounts going to be different tactically because the game just plays so much differently. Radios are going to be different. How we organize ourselves in actual teams on nets, because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to have 4 nets going at the same time, right? Vehicles too. They're supposed to be way more interactive. The entirety of the unit's training it's going to be totally overhauled. It's in every sense of the issue, right?
So pretty much, if and when we switch over to Arma 4, we will be taking a break from ops like we do at the beginning of every year, and just like retraining everything. So we'll have to probably go through a 4 to 6 week training rotation on how does Reforger work. We'll also have to make sure we have a large percentage of the unit ready to transition. Kev, I'd recommend making an announcement every time Reforger goes on, or sorry, not Reforger. Not Reforger 4. Okay, I'll be honest, we'll have to kind of follow in on a lot of unit shoes of 6 months to a year afterwards of waiting for it to maybe hit a sale or something, or making sure people can buy it, because I mean there's a lot of guys in the unit that are not struggling, but they won't be able to comfortably afford it immediately, especially if it's $60 to $70. And with the game that's they're going to put that much work into, I imagine it's going to cost a fair bit of money. So we'll have to wait for mods to get carried over, maps, as well as letting a good grace period happen to make sure we can have enough people actually get it. Because I mean, there's zero sense in, all right, guys, we're switching to Arma 4 in 2 months, and we get 30% of the unit there. It's could we kind of just shoot our unit in the foot?
and kind of alienate, you know,
Yeah, all the people who put in all that work
pretty
to
valued
grow us
members.
where we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only
It's
that,
so
but
that'd be super
seasonal
rough.
Change, all that, so we have to get all that stuff figured out. So even
Yeah, I
with-
guess the short answer would be like there is a lot of thought that has gone into it. It's just there's not a lot to prepare for until we know more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's going to be a complete staff shop project, getting it kind of set in order.
Unless they release like an alpha test or beta test for us to try out.
That's what Reforger is, basically.
No, like an actual,
That is it, yeah.
Like an actual
Reforger is-
Arma 4 beta test.
Yes.
That's literally what Reforger is. I'm not even joking with you. That's the entire point of Reforger is to test their new engine and get modders used to the new framework.
And then we'll also have to get adjusted for people who are playing on console.
Yeah, the console. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
forgot all about that
that's-
because there's gonna
that's
be
gonna be
console players.
interesting.
We're gonna have 2 different documents for like, hey, set your fucking
see,
analog
I don't
to
know about
this or
documents.
I
something.
mean,
It'll
I could
just
not let
be
them
like-
join.
Okay, well,
I've seen like couple units that like don't allow console players at all and are just like strictly PC.
Could do
on
that.
Reforger.
yeah. I'll be honest, because you may have a situation where like a lot of games, especially like 10 years ago, were highly limited because they they were made for consoles, right? You know, games were held back. That's why people like were like really mad when these companies like announced like, yo, this is the big game we're working on, guys. Yo, check it out, it's super cool. And then they announce it's for PS4 and PS5, and everyone gets like pissed off because that means they had to optimize it for the PS4 and they had to build it around the PS4, which limits the entire scope of the game. So I mean, that's probably what's going to happen with Reforger with 4 as well for our like missions, right? Console players are probably going to have a like hard time running some of our stuff if it's, you know, super intricate.
Unless they go and buy the new Xbox PC
Well, that's-
hybrid thing that's going to be $1,200.
I think you just may as well save for a PC.
Yeah.
After $1,200, dude, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Should get the Steam Machine thing, whatever the hell that is.
Also, shout out, just so it's clear for everybody who's listening and watching, you guys can use the in Discord like 13th Ready Room chat and or the YouTube chat. Oh, there's Alex. What's up, Alex? Yeah, and fuck these RAM prices. Exactly.
And his RAM prices.
But yeah, Arrow was saying that like in chat just now, he's been playing a lot of both the platforms, including mods, and he says it's working out pretty well. Oh, well, Grayson just said the opposite. Major instability. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I guess it goes kind of either way for what
it
ship you're
varies.
rocking in.
I think it's varying between server provider because some of them are up in Chicago, and with the weather storms that have been happening recently, like their
Yeah,
infrastructure's kind of fucked. So I think that might be.
I've got a foot of snow outside right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, we got so far into that convo,
Tangent.
I totally lost the thought. Sorry, Grayson. Did we answer it, or did
Yeah,
we
you
get
did.
did we get onto
You
it?
answered
Okay.
it, you answered it like,
Yeah.
and then you tangent, and then we're here.
we're back.
Here we are. Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. Other questions though, Grayson. Any other thoughts for the command team, or ideas, anything like that? And if you don't, that's fine. We can just keep circling around.
Not right now.
Okay. In terms of your playtime on Reforger, since we're kind of been talking about it, what unit or units you've been in or operate with on Reforger, if at all, that you've seen kind of how they work in the general sense compared to the 13th?
There's again, I mentioned it in the chat. It's the 15th Mu. They were a really big unit on 3 before they moved over to
Oh,
Reforger.
trust me. Yeah, dude, they're massive. They've been here
Yeah.
for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, since 2007. I was born in 2007 anyway. But
Holy
Regardless-
gross.
regardless of that point,
All right, stop
Um,
talking. Oh my god.
Ugh. Yeah. No,
I'm
but
older than
2007?
you.
yes.
All right, keep going, Grayson. I'm sorry.
Anyway, moving on from that. um, yeah. They run things pretty much the same as they would in Arma 3, but with a lot of new mods they keep trying out, and how loadouts don't save between servers. You have to keep remaking it every time you join a new server. It wears on a lot of the people, and there's a lot of kit issues, and kit checks have become constant because, you know, between servers things might get fucked up, and then the SOP changes all the time. And plus vehicles
man.
sometimes, like, you know, don't integrate to the base game, especially with, like, you know, like I'm in their LAR element right now, and so
Mhm.
we're trying to use LAVs, and it just, like, sometimes it just does not fucking work.
So when you save your kit from one server and you go to the next, it just doesn't come with you at all.
No, because there's no profiles. It's your Steam thing, but like every server you're a new person.
What if it was like the same like training server, like from your same
If
host? Does
like,
it save?
no. So like if you join like one training server and then you like training server 1, you make your loadout there. If you go to training server 2, it's not there.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that sucks.
That does suck.
Remaking our kits every single time. I couldn't even imagine doing that.
That
Holy
seems
crap.
like one of
You
those
only
like
have to do
mod
that one-
things. Mods
You
should
only
be
have to
able
do
to
that
fix
once
that.
per server. No, even with
like
mods,
hell.
like, so there's a thing called Bacon Loadout Editor, and still you'd have to make it every server because there's no like profile like you make between people like in Armor 3, so it doesn't save to your
Yeah.
profile. It just saves on the local server.
Phew. Yeah, I don't know about all that. How is the 15th doing in terms of like recent Arma news anyway? Because I mean, I've heard of those guys since forever. I've even been in the unit many moons ago. Um, what's that whole process like between? I get. I obviously the direct comparison would be here in the 13th versus the 15th. Like, are they still rocking 1,000+ guys, or they rocking several servers still? Like, what's going on with that?
We're rocking a lot of training servers. It's not what it was back in like 2020 in terms of numbers. Like,
Hmm.
you know, if you were in back then, like, you know, the Cadet Corps, like that's not even there anymore. MP is not even there. What? We're missing a whole squad for Archer 4 or Outlaw 4 now, and it's just not as many people there. And it recently changed unit leadership, so we're just rocking through that.
Just going through the stumbles of Armaism. Yeah. I gotcha.
It's we're also like filling people in where we can, because sometimes, like, you know, like for a stretch of the time, actually no, even currently, like we don't even have officers for like a executive officer position, but we have like the company commander. Like executive officers just like closed, and then we've also closed, like, you know, our reserve bass section, like Burbank, which is our extra corpsman overflow. Yeah, and then we've also closed like our aviation element, executive officer and operations officer, and we've also closed down like an entire transportation wing because we just like don't have the people that we used to have.
I got you. It just maybe then I guess it's gone through a lull. I am seeing in chat here that Arrow is not a fan, very much not a fan of the 15th. And I guess you're saying
Were
some
you
servers will
permanent there?
save the
Because I
loss?
probably trained you, Arrow. I was, yeah, I used to be a platoon corpsman in there, then I left and rejoined.
The ever spinning cycle of Arma. All right, well,
Wins.
I mean,
armor.
the whims. I mean, every unit goes through it consistently, but they've been around for so long. I mean, those guys aren't going anywhere, dude. I remember
Oh,
being a
yeah.
part of them back in the last time I was with that unit was probably anywhere between 2015 2018. It was a long time
Do you
ago.
remember Jeffries by chance?
Jeffries with a J or G?
Jay.
No, I knew a G.
Jeffries has been in there for like ever, and he's like the S1 general personnel lead. Like, he just knows everything about the unit. So I thought you would maybe know him because he's been there for like years and years and years.
It was about a year ago. We had we were doing a lot of outreach. Oh, it was probably longer than that. It was a year and a half ago. We were doing a bunch of outreach to a bunch of other Milsims to try to do
I
some
think
like
I actually dealt
joint
with
ops. Oh, maybe. Because we were being talked to by one of the captains of one of the companies from the 15th, and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." We just talked for
you.
like an hour.
Captain Risky, maybe.
Maybe. Do you guys remember his name? If I,
Not a clue.
we'll have to keep continuing the convo, but I'll look through the guest channel because we had like a whole
Captain McGregor, maybe.
McGregor.
Sounds
Uh,
more like.
Something like that. It was a whole bunch of nonsense. That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, he
Oh,
seemed like a really
Siddiqui,
chill
Siddiqui,
dude.
That's who it was. Siddiqui. That's who we talking
Yeah,
about.
it was the group he was a part of that was just a. Oh, that's
You're-
something on
yeah.
a different unit.
You're thinking of different because we didn't do anything with them. It was just a combo between me, him, Cyber, and Cap.
Yeah,
the
it was
time,
just a long
okay.
combo of like, okay, well, you guys seem pretty
Yeah.
chill. I'll come back to you if we, have anything to work on in the future. And we just never heard back from him, so it was kind of like a one and done convo.
Yeah, Siddiqui is
But-
our X9 head, which is our civil affairs. So you probably talked to him.
Oh, that makes
To be,
sense.
to be honest, the only group that I remember talking to is the group that I shut their medical officer down because he was a dumbass.
Oh, the 71st.
Yeah, that's the only one that I remember.
Memories. No, but yeah, there was a short period where we tried doing join ups for a good time. We tried it twice over the span of like a year and some change, and it just did not work out. Too many mods, too many people, ego thrusting, like who's got the bigger stick, and that never really works between two separate units. We had to bear witness to like drama from all these units and became like the negotiators or whatever nonsense, and it just wasn't worth the time. So we just like, PvE, just stick to it, stick to what we know. Do you guys have any questions for Grayson so far? Shut up, Mattis.
Yeah,
All right, no question.
Can
Oh,
we ju-
go
can
for
we
it,
just-
Yogi.
Can we just ban Mattis?
Yeah, we can ban Mattis after this.
Is he even typing in the
Smelly
yeah, he is.
retired. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is. He's in here. He's watching.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I'm not tabbed in. My
You're-
thing updates slowly.
Nah, you're good.
I would say, all right, I get to this very Grayson. One, why the 13th? Like, was it the recruitment post or anything? Like, what brought you here
Yeah,
and what's kept you here
I
so
found
far?
you on Find a Unit. I legit was just looking for, the 15th, but on Armor 3 again, because I just prefer Armor 3 to Reforger, in my opinion. And I just found y'all, and I actually thought your video was actually kind of cool, and I was like, yeah, you know what, y'all do this. And then, I joined y'all, and had a pretty good time, and, haven't had a bad experience, so I've just kept with y'all. Not to say that if I have one bad experience, I'm fucking out. But no, you guys are just pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty much all it is.
That's good.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
fair enough.
I guess kind of follow on to it is just, so what are things that you've liked and disliked so far?
I've liked a lot of the banter and jokes that have been going around. Especially in very serious formations that have been happening around. Also, I forget who made that pre-final PLA ops speech, but that was pretty funny.
Probably Venom.
otherwise-
Venom.
It was
Yeah,
Venom.
Venom.
It was Venom.
Otherwise,
'cause Charlie
I
wasn't here
haven't-
that
I
hop.
hadn't done armor before, so it's been a great experience just doing that in Demon. Those are just like my experiences here. I don't know really.
All right. So with Yogi asking you those questions, as far as you've been here and experienced, good or bad, whatever it may be, what are I mean, what are you looking at in terms of the future of your time in the 13th? Is this a unit you'd want to be with long term? Are you just kind of here shooting the shit still, feeling it out, or like what are you thinking of as far as a big air quotes career?
This is one of technically 4, but about to be 3 units that I'm in.
Holy shit!
Don't worry, I managed the
Like-
time very
Like all currently, like concurrently.
concurrently. Yes,
We
But,
have a Milsim nerd.
Okay.
Good lord!
Now, one of them's an op tray, one of them's a star sim, one of them's the 15th on one of them's on Reforger. So it doesn't. Well, actually, this Booker, the slots don't take up that much time, especially because of the attendance policy. Like the op tray one, I can do on Wednesdays because I have Wednesday and Saturday stuff. The star sims on Sunday, and so is the 15th on Reforger, but those are at different times. And then this one's on Friday and Saturday, so it all lines up. And I'm still in high school, so I don't do all that shit.
I gotcha. Yeah, I see. I think like that's fine as long as you're like not in a leadership of like all those units. If I was in leadership of like 2 units, I'd lose my damn mind.
Yeah, no. For the star sim, I fly transports. This one I drive vehicles. Reforger, I also drive vehicles, and then for the op tray one, I just I'm an ODSD, so I just fucking drop from drop pod and put explosives on shit.
Yeah, which is all well and good fun.
In regards to your original question, though, I think I'll be sticking with you guys pretty much long term because, again, until we move to Armor 4, I still really prefer Armor 3. And I do like, just milsimming, especially in this environment. That reminds me of like my old time in the 15th. And you guys are really just pretty cool. And I just don't see any reason not to go with y'all.
Well,
That's
I hope
good.
you, I hope you enjoy your
shit.
time here. Really do.
Type shit. This fucking guy. You're old, Ace. Did you hear that? You're old. You're an unk
Yeah, I'm
now.
finally years
You're the
older than
best.
someone. Hey, you watch your mouth, motherfucker. Younger's relative
Sorry.
to me.
I'm sorry.
2 years ago, he was calling everybody else here an unk. Now look at him. You're fucking cooked. Oh
Uh-huh.
man.
What's your age?
And then you got Mattis, who's like
over.
in his 50s. Fucking, I was there for fucking John Basilone. Fucking
Pretty soon, Ace, you'll be my age.
grand old man White.
I'm not
Is it
gonna
you
make
now?
there.
Who's technically the grand old man? Is it
Tasty.
you or Tasty?
Tasty.
I'm pretty.
It is
I'll be hon-
tasty.
hey, hold on. I'm pretty sure it's Shogun. He just won't tell us.
Oh, it's that bastard. Yeah, he doesn't
Offici-
say anything. He just
officially-
doesn't want the tag.
Officially, it's
Officially.
Tasty. But unofficially,
probably Shogun.
yeah.
If he ever
Shogun.
tells us.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that motherfucker has like I think Tasty has 2 or 3 kids, and one of them is of age to join the unit. That is
That's horrifying, honestly.
yeah.
God
And you know what's
forbid.
crazy? And I mention it all the time. I require all firstborns, so I'm waiting. But I haven't seen no applications come through. But it is what it is.
What if he's already in the unit? He's just secretly hiding from you.
Totally possible. Could be totally possible. I'm gonna find him though. I will find them. Oh, Arrow. You've almost got mine. Oh no. How much longer, Arrow? Sheesh. Oh, dude, these guys are all popping off the chat. I do like this new little system, like the whole audience and talking in here. This is pretty cool. I didn't think
So-
it'd be this convenient.
I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie. I don't like it because it affects the
No?
it affects the interaction on the podcast for the comments and stuff.
I think
does
it's
it?
less views.
Yeah, because
I'll be,
nobody's on.
I'll be totally honest. Do we even pull guys in from the podcast?
No.
I think
Not at all.
a big point of this is just interact with the community, and this is an easier way of doing that.
Which I agree with you, Yogi. But for us, for the algorithm, we need the interaction on the chat on YouTube.
Oh, that's fair. We'll figure out a new policy after this one. We'll just let it free fall. We'll free ball it tonight.
Yeah, this is a test
I still like this method just because the audience is directly in here, and it also keeps us as a way to like not be like 5 minutes behind someone's fucking message. All right, so with those questions all being asked here, I knew I had one more going in here.
He's writing one as
Okay.
we speak. Trying to figure one out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so if you at any point had somebody that was thinking about joining the 13th, what would you tell that person in terms of like how would you convince them to join?
I would say like if you have prior like Milsim experience, especially and like Marine Milsim like experience, this would probably be a unit you'd be very interested in because it encapsulates a lot of the camaraderie that I've seen from real life Marines. I know that I'm saying this as a high schooler, but I'm a military brat and I've seen real life interactions, and it isn't one-to-one, but it's pretty close. And honestly, it's just fun all around time. You guys know what you're doing tactically, and you're not overly serious, as I've seen a lot of Milsim groups, especially those like special operations nerds that I've seen going around. So if you want just a more casual time and having a lot of fun with other people that are like-minded, join this room.
All right. So Mattis
Yeah,
has
fair
raised his
enough.
hand. So has Arrow.
Oh shit!
So is Arrow. So is
All
Arrow.
right. Oh god, here we go. Get ready to pause the stream.
As soon as I heard special operations nerd, they probably raised their hand.
Also, shout out to Hades. Appreciate the comment. Yeah, I'm glad we find a balance here because that is the whole point of the 13th. Is as you've stated, Grayson, and as Hades commented on, like the whole point of having the Milsim is to balance between the serious, the semi, and the Milsim, right? Like just trying to have a good time and smoke and joke, but also knowing when to lock in when it's necessary. And I think I think after 4 years, I think we have that balance. Do people trip and fall every now and then? Does someone get a little too relaxed or too serious? Absolutely, we're all human beings. But I think everyone's doing a pretty good job keeping up the standard that we uphold here. Let's invite those guys to speak. Arrow and Mattis, hop them in real quick.
You gotta invite him up.
Yeah, somebody has to invite them up. I cannot.
Oh,
Yogi has to.
Come here, Arrow. You're first. What you got?
I'm first? Oh no,
Yeah.
I was just gonna talk about the whole thing about like this being like, for me, this was my first Arma unit ever. I had barely not played that much Arma 3 before, and I wanted something. I think this, truthfully, and I've been a part of other units, checked out other units, done my own research with like regarding Arma units between 3 and Reforger. Bar none, I think this, and Cap and I kind of had this conversation the other day or yesterday. This is bar none the like most, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best word for it. It's the best unit I think you can join while being the first unit you've ever been in, because the way
So
this
new
unit's
friendly.
ran, yeah, the way the units ran, the way the people are that compared to the other units I've seen, the people in here are a lot, I would say, nicer, maybe a little bit better. They're not as like freaking out about the rank stuff, but I 100% agree that I think this is the best first armor unit you can get into, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah, man.
100%.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. I just
Hey,
thought it needed to be
This
said.
is my first unit, and I've been here 3 years. I've tried to leave, but they keep pulling me back.
You got
That's called Stockholm
kidnapped.
syndrome. Stockholm
Got
syndrome.
kidnapped.
All right, Arrow, I'm hitting you with the bonk.
Yeah.
Boink. You can just move it back to audience.
And-
Okay, all right, Mattis, come here. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, Mattis.
Grand
old man's back.
Now this is the grand old man right here, Grayson. I tell you what, you want to talk to a fucking Marine? This is the guy. What's
You're
up, Mattis? How you doing, Bubba?
doing good.
Sorry.
Yeah, been a while since I even talked in this chat.
So hold on. It's not Mattis. It's Lance Corporal Milk.
Oh my god.
No,
Shut
we're not making.
up.
I'm not.
I fucking hate that meme so goddamn much.
If you want beans and memes, join the 13th.
Beans and memes.
Dude,
oh my god. I'm making that a
That's
hoodie
still
right
not gonna
now.
Work its way into a find a unit.
I'll tell.
Tell
I'll
the
tell
story.
you what. If
Tell the
we
story
have
with that,
somebody that
Miles.
comes to be a Lance Squirrel Milk, it'd be the best thing ever. We were sitting around one day. I don't know if it was. Who brought it to the attention to begin with? Do y'all remember?
It was a
I
recruit.
know I was there.
It was literally
yeah.
a recruit who was confused. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, a recruit joined. And he was like, "Yeah, Lance Corporal Milk sent me over here," or something like that. And we're like, "Who? Who you talking about?" And it started a whole thing about who's
Chain
this Lance
reaction.
Corporal Milk and everything. And actually, funny enough, if you look at my profile, there's a ribbon that I wish Cap would have, trusted
oh my
in
god,
the unit.
this
You're the
fucking
only
thing.
person that joins is Lance Corporal Milk.
But say again.
It's for the only person that joins the unit is Milk. Only one time award.
Well, that's the thing about it is now the joke is they want me to get back, and some of the guys want me to come back as Milk. Now I probably won't do it. However, if somebody does do it, cheers to them because that'll be
We're gonna
legendary.
get the milk ribbon.
They'll
Oh my
have.
goodness.
I bet you if anybody did it, and if I was in charge, I'd be like, "You're Lance Corporal immediately," just because for the meme, and you can't change rank. Like they could be
That
Captain
is
Lance
so
Corporal
awful.
Milk.
Hell,
It was
no.
it was wild though. I remember the guy was so adamant about it. He was like, "Yeah, this Lance Corporal Milk," and we're like, "Who is this person?" And we almost I think investigated it at some point, and we're like, "Okay, well, this is just a lie."
Yeah.
But whoever Lance Corporal Milk is, appreciate the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude was. He was like, "Hey," it was the normal kit caboodle Grayson of like, "Hey, your BCT starts in this long," and it was, "Where are you?" And the guy was like, "Oh, Lance Corporal Milk said I didn't have to go," and that started that alone started a year's worth of fucking memes of, "Where's Lance Corporal Milk?" And I mean, that was back in what 24. I think that was
Yeah,
24.
Dude,
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
like 3 hours, I just couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest shit ever.
I think the best part about it all was the fact that like it spread not only to the higher ups, no, it spread to everybody, like down to the newest person. It was wild.
I remember
I
what
think
made
you
it like even
say-
funny. We were all, who the fuck is Lance Corporal Milk?
At one point, we
Like,
all
who the-
changed our names to Milk just for the fucking hell of it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
speaking
fuck.
of
That should have been like your call
dude,
one on like this Milk actual Milk 6.
Oh, God.
If I came back, that's gonna be my. I would probably try to claim that call sign.
milk,
Milk.
Or just milk 6.
Yes, I definitely
Yeah,
would.
Milk 6.
All right, your talking stick is
I
over,
see how it
buddy.
is. Yeah, dude, I
Alex
was in
has
a unit
also
one
raised his
time.
hand.
Yeah, dude,
I got
I was
you.
in a unit one time that had a guy named like they for some reason allowed him to have the name Sergeant. And about like 3 minutes into it, like the actual op, the like PSG of the group was like, "Yeah, fix his fucking name right now. Like someone fix his name, change it, something. It cannot be that. It's too stupid."
Oh, all right, let's get Alex in here. Yoink! Come here, buddy. Come here, my little Swede. There you are, Alex. You're in. What do you have to say for the team?
Let me check if my mic works.
It's working. We can
All
hear
right,
you.
cool.
We can smell you too.
Uh,
We
I was
send
gonna go
Grayson
on
after
about-
you.
It smells like
oh no,
Alex,
no.
before you say anything, you have to say, long-time listener, first-time caller.
What is
all right,
this,
long
radio
time
show?
listener, first time caller. Yeah, typing and sending you guys letters every day.
Oh fuck! What you got, Alex? What you got?
The point about this unit being a very friendly and inviting community. I've been here for 3+ years. I have been everywhere in this unit. I have been up and down the chain. I have been in almost every role in the unit. I've been mechanized, I've been airborne, I've been ground, I've been the Zeus team, I've been in the admin team. Any part of this unit feels very professional in the sense of respecting authority and also respecting the individual. You guys find a very good line of the fun and the real life / roleplay sim of a military unit, and it has kept me coming back over and over again to this unit. And not only that, but the community around it has more than just turned this unit into a group of people, random individuals / friends online playing a game, and more like a family is what I've seen here. People look out for each other and have each other's backs. It's a very big changing unit. This was my first ever unit I was exposed to, and it was also the first ever time I was exposed to Arma overall. So I am very thankful for all the opportunity I got to be here.
Oddly,
to be here.
Oddly enough, Alex is the reason why I became an HM2.
Yeah,
Because he transferred over to Corman.
quite has to do my job.
Yeah, Alex transferred over to Corman to help me out. He was an HM2. I was an HM3. And it felt weird having me as an HM3 over an HM2. So they kind of
It was
promoted me.
Get promoted.
It was a very weird situation. To be fair, I've had so many weird positions in this unit. I don't understand how it's still been going on, but whatever. No, the big point is I have seen this unit grow, go down, take a right turn, take a left turn, and it seems to always stabilize. Or the deepest, the thing I'm trying to say pretty much is just the people in the unit hasn't changed. The way that you guys run it, the way that the community runs it is a special place in my heart. And it has helped me a lot through my mental issues that I've been living with in real life. So this unit has changed my life for the better in many ways, even taking me out of the very, very dark parts of life. So, and hopefully, or not hopefully, but I will be back eventually. It's just at the moment I am doing a lot of other things. I am very stressed in real life, a lot of work, a lot of other things. So I got to work on that before I come back here and have to have a schedule of coming every week. That is my problem.
Don't worry, Alex. You are still our favorite Swede.
Thank
How
God.
many Swedes do you know?
There was only one. There's only ever one other one. You are definitely the favorite.
All right. Oh no, not him.
I will say I appreciate the words, Alex, and I do hope everything does get better for you, especially like IRL wise. And I know life and shit can be like really hard and really tough. Always focus on that first, of course. And again, if you ever need anything from the unit, you just always need, dude, just reach out. You know what to do. You've been here long enough to know, right?
you got
Anyone's here to
$5,000?
listen or help out. As for that on my hand, not really.
He's a re-enlistment bonus.
You said anything.
I will get back to you.
That's it.
$5,000. Yeah. Let me get back to you, and I'll reach out to S8. And we'll go from there.
No.
Seriously though, if you do need anything like that, just genuinely just reach out to me. As far as pulling $5,000 out, I don't know about that, but I could definitely see what I can do to help out. At least, even if it's just a little bit, man.
No, at the moment I'm money wise I'm pretty fine. It's the mental drainingness, and it is causing me to have bad sleep schedules, not go to work. It is causing me to have problems at work, arguing with my work colleagues and stuff like that. So it is. I put myself in this retirement thing because I felt like if I was going to keep going what I did, I wasn't going to be able to maintain the schedule of coming here every week, and an accident was going to happen like it's happened before where I've lost it, and I'd rather not take that NJP again because I know something will go wrong.
Understandable, man. We appreciate you, brother. Let me shoot you. Let me shoot you back down. All right. We're coming pretty close on time here, and I'm also super glad with all of you guys coming in here and saying your piece. I know that White and everybody else has their own take on this room, but I think that this is great. I like being able to just pull people up and down through the audience. It's pretty cool. For you, Grayson, as far as my final question, obviously, if anyone else has any questions for him, with you coming into the unit now, obviously, still as a like a private coming in, what do you see as someone who is E1? What is your perception of your leadership, right? Like your direct leadership within Demon, and then the platoon, and so forth. Like how are those interactions in terms of you coming into everything?
I'd say they're pretty fun people to work with. Rock, I mean, one time yelled at me to get on. Well, not yelled, but like, you gotta shut your shit down, stop playing Empire War, get on the fucking server. But I'll hold that against him because he's fucking right. But otherwise, the two British people that I occasionally ride with, they're pretty chill. Very nice people. You guys up here in command staff, I don't really interact with you. This is the most I've ever talked to any of you. It's pretty fun. I think one of you was talking to me about how I was playing on an operation with Hotspot, but that's neither here or there.
Lord,
it's called dedication. Anyway,
that's what I'm fucking talking about. Promote that, man. You hear me, Rock? Promote.
This guy's not even listening. He won't even hear you.
Yeah, he don't hear me.
Outside of that, I don't really interact with higher leadership, but outside of Rock. So overall, leadership's a really nice group of people to work with, and no drama that I've known. The wheel of crayons. I see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fantastic. That's really all I've got, and I'm glad you've had a really good time here, and I hope it continues to be that way. If you've got any buddies who need a unit to join, send them right here. Mattis, do you still in chat? If you're listening, do you still want to come up and say anything, or? Oh, okay, I'll take that as a yes. Come here. All right, what you got, Mattis? I got the hammer ready. If you're saying
Cap,
some crazy stuff.
I have one question for you. Is this bridge still up?
All right.
Oh,
Anyway.
Lord, kick him.
Get this guy out of here.
About? Mattis, it is.
Don't worry about it, Grayson.
It is in the same place as my battle tractor.
It's back in Takistan. Anyway, we're not Takistan. Fucking lithium. Anywho, let's get that fucking wheel spinning, boys.
You mean in hell?
We got to go through the guest list here. So Grayson, now at this point, you kind of get the choice of who you think will be chosen from the wheel. So I guess you get to pick
or who you'd like to be chosen.
Yeah, who you'd like to be chosen.
I would really like to say BT, but he's gonna give me shit if I say his name. Don't
be afraid. He can't hurt you here. He is on this list. Yep.
Yeah, Rock. I think he's gonna get hit on the wheel.
All right.
Yes, Booker, you can understand a British guy that still speaks English.
Fucking Booker, dude. S6, bro.
What are you talking
It's your
about?
whole thing.
All right. So you
Am I
have.
banned from inviting more?
So you have.
You
Rock.
can invite more people, Alex.
It's over.
Ace, who do you think?
Let's do Cookie.
Cookie. All right.
Oh, a cookie.
Canadian's no longer here, correct?
No, I don't think so.
Why didn't you get kicked out?
Yeah.
AWOL, probably. Or
AWOL.
Federation.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill you.
Kai.
We're gonna kill you.
All right. Ace, did you choose?
Yeah, Cookie.
Cookie. Yogi?
I still want to see Reed in here.
Reed. All right. Cap,
Yeah,
who do you
he-
think?
he-
Father Patrick, hell yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. I think honestly, I'm gonna choose. You know what? I'd like to have Hades on here. Another new member. I always like it when we get the new members on, just to
So,
hear and see their perspectives.
Hades
right?
is still on
Perspective, yeah.
probation, so she's not on the list yet.
Oh shit, Hades, hurry up! All right.
It's called,
If not,
hey,
Hades,
that's called
we'll go
executive
with-
privilege.
I mean, I can put it on here if
Uh,
you want me to.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
executive
Vaughn is
privilege
what-
at the name.
take Vaughn off of here because he's out as well. He's not in here anymore.
It's one of those guys that
All
done
right,
left
if I
all the
had-
time and
it-
got banned.
Jammer as well. He's in the middle up there. Right there, yeah. Get him out of there. There you go.
the wheel.
Purge the wheel.
Get
Okay,
Arrow
so
out of there.
I'll put
if we wanted to get somebody,
I'll
you know
put
what?
Hades on here.
Let's put put Hades on there. I choose Hades. Damn it.
Hades.
Yep, you're cooked. Hades, you're
Alright.
cooked. All right, let's spin.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with
Spin
Keeper.
Oh, Keeper's a good one. Keeper's a good one. Oh, I could have said Napavanic too.
That'd be funny. Fucking hilarious on here.
Oh shit, dude! It was almost Keeper. It's Riptide. All right,
That's a good one though too.
let's see it.
We're gonna have to
100%.
pull him out of the grave to get him on here and talk.
Yeah, that dude. That dude is fucking MIA. But he's active. I'll DM him and let him know. I
Alright.
say post it in announcements, White.
Yep, I will do that right after this.
Dragon.
And
All right, here we
then
go. Round 2.
Back up.
Who's the backup? Who's it gonna be? Come on now. Put $50 on the house. Roll Tide.
Lucy.
You got picked
Oh,
first.
a Lucy. All right, look at that.
You got picked for the
Sheesh.
primary.
Riptide.
Oh, Riptard.
This fucking guy. You were live, right? You monkey.
No.
All right.
All right. With that being said, this is currently the conclusion of episode 32 from the briefing room. Private Grayson, it was great to have you on here, and I hope to see you on for many more trainings and ops and, well, you know, further growth into the unit, right? It was great having you on here, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
With that being said, everybody else, you all have a fantastic night. Thank you for the audience for tuning in. We are hopefully having you guys subscribe to the YouTube, like it up, comment on the videos, all that fun stuff. And we are all dismissed. Have a good night.
Don't forget to donate and subscribe, like whatever you guys need.
Yeah,
Bye,
give me-
bedtime.
give me-